guys, Sandy Quast here again with TheRealParents.com. We're back for part 2 of A Day in the Life with a Pastry Chef. So we're going to get back to talking with Melissa McGarrigle.
Hey guys, Mike and Sandy Quast here, TheRealParents.com. Again, we're back with Melissa McGarrigle. We're here, day in the life of a cookie/pastry chef, and Melissa's going to tell us a little bit about really what she does on a daily basis. So give us an idea, for the folks that are watching, what happens when you open the door? I mean, what's a ballpark on time, and what's your process? Where does it go from there?
Well, Mike, the first thing I do every morning is make sure I know what my orders are for that day. All of our cookies are baked to order, and as I'd mentioned, they are shipped within 24 hours of baking, so we want to make sure we know before the day starts everything that we have to get done. And you have to leave a little bit of room for the surprises.
Yeah.
People who come in and say, "Can you really help me out today?" Because you want to say yes. So today, the order is for some signature cookies, and so we're going to bake some of those up. I've mixed up some dough, and I'm going to set them out, as I had said. They're baked in an individual mold, so each cookie is in its own little mold. I put 2 dozen on a tray. I can bake up to 8 dozen at a time in our convection oven in the back.
These seem pretty heavy duty. I guess it keeps them from burning on the sides. And
They're stainless steel. And I portion each cookie, because you want every cookie to be the same size, using a cookie scoop. It's an ice cream scoop or something along those lines, just like any ice cream shop would have.
Okay, we're back. We just took a look at some of the delectables that Melissa was cooking today, and we want to get a little bit more about what it's like to go through the schooling to become a pastry chef. So you did mention you went to the Culinary Institute.
No, I went to Pennsylvania Culinary
Institute. Pennsylvania Culinary Institute. And what was the time, how long did it take to go through the schooling?
Well, each school has their own programs, so it's very important to choose a school that's going to meet the program you want and the duration. Pennsylvania Culinary Institute is a Le Cordon Bleu program, and it's a 16-month program. You go full-time, 5 days a week, and it's 12 months of classes and 4 months of an externship. And it suited what I was looking for. It's also a degreed program, so I have an associate's degree in specialized technology. There are other schools that are equally as good that have different schedules, different courses. Of course, there's the Culinary Institute of America, and there's Johnson & Wales, and they are incredible schools. They offer 4-year degrees.
Oh, okay.
So choosing the school that's right for you is probably as important as deciding what you want to do next,
Right.
So some schools are have restaurants and things incorporated with them. The CIA does, and places like French Culinary Institute in New York have their own restaurants, very notable restaurants, so you get actual application there. Some schools are more like Pennsylvania Culinary Institute, where your externship takes place outside of the school.
Okay, so the externship is like you're working for somebody.
I worked in a bakery.
Okay.
And there were prescribed items that tasks that I needed to learn and to work in the real life world,
right,
to actually pass that course, that portion of the education. But I work with a cookie.
Looks like you have a 3-leaf clover there. It's a 3-leaf clover.
We always have the shamrocks or the sugar cookies available, and these usually go 2 dozen to a tray also, just like the signatures do. And we keep going along those lines. They bake for different times in the convection oven right here.
So is that the only oven that you have in the shop? My goodness.
Yeah,
It's a lot of work.
It is. It does work a lot. It works hard. I designed the product line around the equipment I was going to need, because that affected how much money I had to have to start out.
Interesting.
So a lot of thought went into before I ever started building products.
Where did you get that guidance?
Some of it I picked up while I was working in the various bakeries that I worked in, different types of ovens, talking to people who worked with a couple things. I leased some space for a while, so they had different equipment. Every kitchen I've been in.
So it was really important, if I understand you correctly, to really clearly define the goal of your business, so that way you could design your business kind of from the top down almost.
Right. Right.
So once you get going in a business like this, you know, you open the doors, you've got these great ideas, you've got some great products here. I mean, it looks like you've got some chocolate pecan chewies. Looks delectable. I'm sure Michael will be having some of those in a few minutes. What else do we have here? Snickerdoodles. Ooh, what is that?
A snickerdoodle is an old-fashioned cinnamon sugar cookie.
Oh, okay. Very neat. And what's this one? Toffee. Ooh.
Toffee, that is a brown sugar cookie with 2 types of toffee and 2 types of chocolate chips.
Yummy, yummy. And so you also have some gift boxes here as far as we're going to go start talking a little bit about the marketing. So you've got packaging here. Whoops, I just tipped over one of them here.
That's all right.
But beautifully packaged cookies, and this is how they come?
Yes, this would be 1 dozen of the signatures or 2 dozen of the seasonal cookies.
Okay.
This is a 2 dozen box. These are our shortbread. Our shortbread cookies are very buttery, they're yummy, and they melt in your mouth.
Butter, that's a good word.
Cookie
and butter in the same
sentence. That's a good thing.
Now, you open the shop here now, you get started, you've got your products in here. Now, how do you get clients? How do you start out?
Well, certainly the first group of people I approached were family and friends.
Perfect.
They're your first referral. You know, a lot of my family and friends were also my guinea pigs when I was developing the products and coming up with the flavors, so they kind of had an idea.
Right.
But I started with email marketing and email blasts, and so I've put together brochures and email newsletters that I send out for each of the holidays. It's exciting when you've sent someone, a friend or someone in the family has bought cookies from you to give as a gift,
right?
And then that person calls
to
order those cookies.
Now, someone who's getting into this business, to start out with, obviously, as far as income, you probably start with nothing. And so what's kind of a scale of maybe where you're starting right now? You do primarily cookies, and you may eventually move into wedding cakes and such. You said you do some for friends. What's kind of an income opportunity or income potentials for someone looking to get into the business?
There's basically in the culinary world, it's not, they say you're not going to get rich cooking. And that's probably true. There are people, certainly, you have all your celebrity chefs, but if you're doing this as a passion,
right,
then there is an opportunity to make money and to be able to support yourself. Obviously, I've been able to, not obviously, but I have been able to do that. I also didn't go into this, very honestly, to retire from this. I wasn't building my nest egg from this.
Right.
I'm doing this because I wanted and needed to spend my time. I spend 12 to 16 hours a day working on this. And I used to do that in software. I want to do it doing something I love.
Well, that's part of being rich.
This.
Being rich is not only money, it's being rich in what you do.
Exactly. So to me it was important that I be satisfied by the end of my day. So the money isn't quite as important, but you can certainly make money. The more you grow, the more money you can make.
Right, and then you can hire on if you wanted, I guess, ultimately.
Absolutely, and I have people who work for me part-time on an as-need basis right now. Okay. So when I come into the holidays, I have people, I have call and say, oh, can you come help with packaging? Can you come help with decorating? And so I'm at a point where I'm hoping to grow this summer and actually bringing people on full-time to help.
Oh, great.
And we're moving in that direction. And then that increases your production, that increases your profits. And
right. And then from there, you'll maybe even go out and, if you hired someone to do marketing for you, then you have...
My dream, I would love to do that.
Well, there you go. You move on forward to that.
Maybe you guys could do that for me.
Then you're able to find somebody who can.
There you go.
Okay, great. Well, it's so nice talking to you today. And your website is?
www.cookiecrumbproductions.com.
Okay, so if anyone's interested in ordering any cookies, they could go online, and we've seen some samples of the wedding, the bridal, baby shower, obviously the business card, any kind of idea. She also said that she does a lot of cookies that have houses on them. If you're selling a house or something, I think it's a great idea. So,
any digital image.
Yes. Yes, well, thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate your coming out.
Okay, great.